I talk about something a lot of us do without even realizing it. Something quiet, something painful, something that can ruin a lot of good things before they even have a chance to grow. I want to talk about why we sabotage our own happiness. Not in some normal textbook way, something you'd read in, I don't know, a fairy tale, but in the way that people actually do it, the way it feels messy, confusing, and way too familiar. One of the biggest reasons we sabotage ourselves is the fear of loss. Not the fear of being unhappy, the fear of being happy and then losing it. I've done this to myself. There's once a person, she was everything to me, and she made me feel loved and cared for. She was there, she listened, she made me feel seen, like seen in a way I've never been seen before. And instead of enjoying it, I got too attached and realized that I was too attached. So I tried to not be so attached, and I ended up losing it by not being too attached. And this is one of the worst feelings because I could have had everything. Instead, fear got the best of me, and I made mistakes due to that fear. I wasn't trying to hurt them, I was just trying to protect myself from being hurt, and I ended up hurting both of us. It's that's that's what the fear of loss does. It makes you end things early so you don't have to watch them fall apart later. Another reason that people do these things, these they make these mistakes on purpose. It's because they don't feel deserving of the happiness. They believe they don't deserve good things. It's not something anyone really says out loud. It's just the way we feel in our chests, that empty pit feeling in our stomachs, the way we flinch when life gets too kind. That's the weight of feeling undeserving. When you've spent years being told or shown that you're not enough, happiness feels like a mistake. Like someone handed you something meant for someone else. And you end up leaving it, getting rid of the happiness, no matter how much you deserved it. You push it away, you ruin it, and you tell yourself it was fake. It's truly heartbreaking when people do that. Because the whole time you're not rejecting happiness, you're just rejecting yourself. You're not accepting you for you, you're screwing up so you don't have what you deserve. You get what you think you deserve, aka unhappiness. People don't really talk about this enough. Even pain can feel safe if it's what you're used to. If you grew up around chaos, the calm feels suspicious. If you grew up around disappointment, hope feels dangerous. This is the strange pool of comfort in the familiar. You go back to what you know, not because it's good, but because it's predictable. And sometimes, predictability feels like safety. Predictability, staying in the pain, feels safer and easier to go through than it does accepting happiness. Happiness requires vulnerability. It requires letting people see you, the real you, not the version you've edited, softened, or armored. And that's terrifying. So instead of opening up, you shut down. Instead of saying what you feel, you swallow it. Instead of letting someone get too close, you push them away. This is the quiet power of the fear of vulnerability. It convinces you that being alone is safer than being hurt again. But the truth is, you're not protecting yourself, you're isolating yourself. Some people carry voices in their heads that don't belong to them. Voices from childhood. Voices from past relationships. Voices from moments that cut deeper than they should have. These voices can say, "You're too much. You're not enough. You'll just ruin this." Or, "You don't deserve this." Over time, those voices start to become your own. So when something good happens, you sabotage it. Not because you want to, but because you've been trained to expect the worst. That's what internalized criticism does to you. You criticize yourself for not being good enough, for not being enough, just to reason with yourself that, to push away the happiness. That can really be one of the hardest things, the pushing away happiness. And it's just a hard stomach feeling to sit with. The emptiness, the pit. Another thing that can be why you push away happiness is trauma. Trauma doesn't just change your memories. It rewires the way you expect the world to treat you. It teaches your brain to survive, not to relax, not to trust, not to be happy. So when life finally gets calm, your body doesn't know what to do with that. It waits for the next hit, the next disappointment, the next reason to shut down. And honestly, it kind of reminds me of something that Juice WRLD had talked about all the time. How the battles in your head don't stop just because life looks better on the outside. How you can be surrounded by good things and still feel like you're drowning in old pain. How he understood that feeling of being at war with your own mind, even when nothing around you is actually threatening you. That's what trauma does. It makes peace feel suspicious. It makes happiness temporary. It makes you create chaos just to match the world you're used to. It's not weakness. It's not failure. It's your nervous system trying to protect you, even when it's protecting you from the wrong things. Trauma personally is another reason I pushed away my world. I was scared. I had past experiences that pushed me more into that fear. I had past experiences that made me scared to be happy with her. And well, now, after having lost her, it feels a lot more reasonable than it did a few days after she had first pointed it out. She had told me to let go of the past and to be happy with her. She had helped me be happy with her, and eventually it was hard for me to keep going, like to stay confident in that happiness. And I went straight back to where I was, scared. And then it ended up pushing her away entirely. So it seems a lot more reasonable now than it had when she pointed it out. The saddest part about this is most people that sabotage their happiness aren't even trying to ruin their lives. They're trying to protect themselves. They're using old survival strategies in a world where they're no longer needed. They're trying to avoid pain, even if it means avoiding joy too. And the worst part, they don't even realize they're doing it. I never realized I was stopping myself from being happy just to keep myself protected. But when I'd finally let myself feel the happiness, it was very pleasant. I loved it. I wish I'd still felt that. So why do people sabotage their happiness? It's because happiness is vulnerable. Because joy is risky. Because the past teaches lessons the present hasn't unlearned yet. But once you understand why you do it, you can start to change it. You can catch yourself in the moment. You can choose differently. You can let yourself stay where it feels good, even if it scares you. Happiness isn't something you earn. It's something you allow. And allowing it, that's the hard part for most people. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.